JizzleFamily, what it do? It's your boy Jizzle, aka JV. Y'all already know we back another banger. Now today I got a special interview, man. My last three from the city. We got my main man, Dre Fridge, you know what I'm saying? Upcoming artist, you know what I'm saying? We finna go ahead and get turned up with this interview. There's a lot of things we're gonna go through and there's a lot of things we're gonna go over. So with that being said, you ready, my man?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and get you a look at this, a good introduction for yourself, man.
Alright, man. So my name is Dre Fridge from the 618 Parkside, baby. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get into it. Ask me all that need to be asked. Let the people find out about me.
Alright, so basically how I do my interviews, if you do not know, I just ask a variety of questions. It's really not like a certain amount. I just talk a little shit and then I ask you some spicy questions at the end to see how you really getting down type shit. You feel me? Something that's gonna have you tensed up. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start with the first question. Of course, we're gonna just start with the basics. Let's start by talking about how it all began. Like, what made you been inspired to start like writing and make music?
Whoa, okay, yeah. That's an old one. For real, me and my brother and my friend, he was in my brother's grade. It's back when I was like elementary.
Yeah.
We was trying to write, you know, and it was kind of like a band thing or whatever. They were doing instrumentations, I was doing writing and shit. So yeah, that's kind of how it started. Then later on in life, I just kept writing. By the time 2012 hit, I started engineering, and I started recording myself then. So it's like I've been doing it for like actually years though. People don't know that though, but yeah, for years.
Excellent. So you basically like the next Kanye, huh? Like doing the engineering, writing, music, all that one. You ain't need nobody for nothing, huh?
I started off writing, and then I generated into going into becoming a producer and artist. But one thing I discovered on that path was if I'm a producer and an artist, then I gotta have quality. So I kind of dropped the producer aspect for a while. I mean, more like an executive producer, but I stopped being the main beat maker. So after that, I started getting more into the audio engineering of the quality and the business and the artistry of it, you know. So then that's kind of how that evolved. And then later on now till today, I'm kind of co-producing everything I do as far as the structure of the beats.
So can you tell me like what year or what age was you when you started realizing like, okay, I can probably go forward with this shit, you know what I'm saying?
I think at an early age when I was writing, I used to be like 6th grade, I kind of realized like, oh, this kind of cool. Like, you know, I can make this into something. But me being an athlete, I did football, baseball, basketball, track. You know, I was just AAU. So it kind of faded away a bit. But then when I got to high school and stuff, and I'm hearing that freestyling is a thing now.
Right.
I was never really a freestyler. You know what I'm saying? I could, but that wasn't me. So I started listening to other kids and stuff, and I'm like, man, I could do that. But I was like, I could do that with a pen. I started getting into it, and you know, a part of my life went left, so it made me write more. And then as I got into college, I was just like, yeah, let's take this into a career, like, because I feel like I got more to offer than an average upcoming artist.
What college did you go to?
I went to a few schools, man. So coming out of high school, I graduated from Cahokia in 2012. Right when I graduated that summer, I went to Greenville. So I went to Greenville. That's in Greenville, Illinois. Well, no, right when I got done, I went to Kaskaskia. It was a sister campus in Greenville.
Right.
So I went to Kaskaskia, left there, had to get some credits and things situated. Went to Greenville, left Greenville, went to Swick, left Swick, and went to E.I. Nelly. So I was on a little journey because at the point in time, like when I became a freshman, my teacher she used to work for Sony. Shout out to like Daenerys. She kind of, you know what I'm saying, sharpened my iron. But I was like, man, I could do this on my own. I don't need a bachelor's. And it made me realize, like, see, I was a freshman, but I knew more and understood more than what they were giving. So most kids come and they try to get an A. I was like, I don't care. Like, I'm going to let you know verbally, I understand it. So we're going to be able to have these debates. I understand that out of the business. So that kind of drove me into, you know what I'm saying, that direction with everything. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you went further than I did. I mean, after I graduated, I I don't know. I wanted to go to college real bad to play sports, but
Yeah.
coaching kind of made me like down myself a little bit, downplay me, and plus I just didn't see myself like going to college, sitting down for 4 hours, 8 hours to not make money, and knowing my family didn't have it all like that, so I knew I had to work. So it's not about me. It's about you. So for right now, what's going on with your life right now, and you know, at the age that you are today, and with the music that you're doing right now, and it's getting better and better, what can you tell us right now that's like been going on? You know, I don't really know your inside story, you do. So what's been going on so far? You know what I'm saying? Since you've been out of high school, been out of college, and you know, been doing your thing.
Man, a lot. You know, a lot. And the reason I say a lot, cause I'm older than I look. Like a lot of people think I'm like, I ain't gonna talk about it, but they don't understand. But I'm older than I look, so you know what I'm saying, in the grand scheme of things, a lot going on. It's kind of things I don't really want to dive too deep into, you know what I'm saying. But just know that as far as being black men in America, we all have been somewhere, some shape, form, or fashion, or close to being a product of our environments. In a sense of it, I had to kind of, you know what I'm saying, understand that and whatnot. But you know, I think that it had to be like a little more precise, because it's kind of things I don't glorify, you know what I mean, and I have a daughter, so it's just kind of like understanding, like I'd rather me explain certain things to her direct, opposed to her like finding it out later on in life, like, oh, daddy did this, daddy did that, you know. She only 5, but I think about her everything I do, so she don't feel like I hid nothing from her. So like, you know, as far as a lifestyle, they kind of have to be like more of a rundown, specific, kind of open up. Give me to open up to the people to where I feel like if it's okay for me to conversate about it, I would. If it's personal, I would say, you know, nah, I don't talk about it. Because my image is R&B. So I got to have a, you know what I'm saying, a different persona than a lot of people. So yeah, it's cool, though. But
with music, how was, like, what's some achievement that you have gotten so far? Like, not even achievement, just like, what's the thing that you...
accolades that I got?
Yeah, like what's been going on so far with the music as that made you know that this is finna happen?
Yeah. First step was when I was in school and I did finish college, my last degree, when I decided to not get a bachelor's and get an associate's. I was ahead of the game. I was already ahead of the curve, so I was supposed to graduate early, but they was like, nah, I want to keep you here. And then at that mindset, I'm like, damn, like, okay, like, you know, I get it. I can run with it now. So it's like, that achievement was, I'm a lot further than other people that's in my shoes too.
Right.
So at that moment, I was like, oh yeah, y'all done fucked up. Like, I know I'm ahead of y'all. And then like in the industry, it's like when you get involved in music, you don't realize how many people are chasing that same dream until you're in the same building with them. Right. It's like trying to literally go to the league. So when I'm here balling my hardest to go to the league, and they're like, okay, you got a little bit more advanced. You may not, we don't think that you're grade A right now, but we see potential. That's enough for me. Because I see me there before y'all do. And my thing is to prove you wrong. So, you know, as far as starting with the education, like a lot of people thought that I acquired all of this via education.
Right.
You know, but I was doing it before the school. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, going to school, realizing I'm ahead, boom, cool, gravy. After that happened, you know what I'm saying, I started mixing. Realized that my mixing started sounding better than everybody else's. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all over with, boy, cause y'all know for sure when I learned this for real, it is what it is. See, everybody was learning how to sound, how to be cool.
Right.
And music was trash. Like, you can say what you want to say, but if your quality is trash, nobody's want to listen. It's like, who go like, oh yeah, whatever. So, you know what I'm saying, at the same grand scheme of things, I learned that that's kind of one of the things that elevated me, getting me to understand things on a higher pedestal. You know, and then when I started putting out projects, quality projects, you know, and these are all achievements that I've acquired to get me to where I am now. So that was kind of the whole gist of it and the rundown of it. So later on, fast forward down in life, you know, we all got dreams and aspirations, but you know, one thing that really kicked in to me is when I hopped on a plane for the first time. I went to go do a show in Texas.
Before we talk about Texas,
yeah,
let's do a 30-second break. And let's get this cracking. I gotta discuss some things with my man, and then we're gonna get back. Until then, we're gonna go on a commercial break. I never did a commercial break before, so The commercial break gonna be 30 seconds of his good ass lyrics, so we gonna go into that, and we'll get back with you guys in a minute. See y'all soon.
Alright, man. So I did not do the 30-second commercial break like I promised, so I apologize on that false advertisement. So it's up to your boy Jizzle to fix it. So with it, man, for this commercial break, man, it's sponsored by Jizzle. I just woke up, man. 2 likes to fix my tooth. I know you ain't gotta say nothing. You already know what your boy been through. So, you know, I'll talk about how I got my tooth fixed if I can at least get like 10 comments on this video. Back to the commercial.
Alright, we back for the commercial break, man. So let's go ahead, let's get back to it. Alright, so go ahead and tell us like what got you on that plane to go to Texas. What made you go to Texas?
Oh, DJ Aldi Grove. Shout out DJ Aldi Grove, OG Ron C and the Chop Stars. Let me get
Yes,
that
sir.
right.
Yes,
The
sir.
Chop Stars. So yeah, I went out there, hit a New Music Monday. That was my first thing. But I rapped, I ain't sing.
Oh, shit.
I should have sung, but I'm happy I didn't. So
Right.
yeah, fast forwarded to, you know, me having to go back to Texas again, and I was at South by Southwest. I was a featured artist out there too with DJ Ali Grove, you know what I'm saying? So shout out OG Ron C and the Chop Stars again. So that one I performed that whole week. I sung. So I was out there for a week. So that got me back out there in Texas. And you know, prior to that, what really brought me out there is because I got a distribution deal. So through live mixtapes. So shout out Passion Live Mixtapes. Now that kind of driven me to actually believe that, back to what you were saying, is that this is really something.
Right.
I've been consistent.
Right,
Consistency, networking and consistency.
That's something I need to learn with my YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, I let a lot of things stop me, which I shouldn't, but I have to learn as growing up as me supposed to being a man, like,
Yeah.
you only live once. I listen to Eric Thomas a lot, and I need to understand that, you know, you only get one shot at this life shit, and the more we let this shit slide and go past, the more you just gonna be like, man, it's useless.
Shoulda, coulda, been a woulda.
We ain't trying to keep trying to get cheated out of money with this 9 to 5 shit. We trying to be able to wake up and we can go spend money on our kids or whatever without knowing, like, money would never be the motherfucking problem.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why we work so much, because we never want money to be the problem.
Facts.
And
Facts.
everybody can be rich, man. Like you said, as long as you be consistent, it's a trillion people in the world. And like I tell everybody, man, all you need is at least fucking 100,000. And I guarantee it's 100,000 people that got the same personality as you and the same mindset as you, and they're gonna love you. They're gonna love your personality because they have the same personality.
Facts.
So with that being said, like, what now? What now?
What now? This is a whole nother evolution. For real. Like I've evolved. So Dre Fridge has evolved. You know, and the reason I say that is because I come from a family of strip club owners. So, you know, I was really the youngest guy running a strip club back at home and whatnot, you know. So my grandfather did it, my dad did it. I was helping my pops out with it, me and my older brother and whatnot, but I was doing it more than my brother.
Right.
But when I started making a connection and started making light, I had to kind of reposition my life to get a different name for myself. Everybody knew me for that.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So what now was Dre Evolve. Got my weight up a little bit, hit the music, you know what I'm saying, started making it make sense, got the deal, ended up getting another one for the new project that's on the way out.
Right.
So I definitely got a new project coming out soon.
Okay.
End of this month, you know.
Stay tuned to that.
Yeah, I give y'all the title, which is Love You, Love Yourself.
How excited are you about it? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10 right now?
I'm ecstatic because my first deal with them when we put on live mixtapes, that was my Chopped and Screwed project with DJ Holly Grove.
Right.
And we got that project because I got Angelina Jolie Love Music. Y'all can go get that. That's Chopped Not Slot remix also. Then I dropped After Party. Then we chopped and screwed that. So my first show was that for the Chopped and Screwed project, which was an EP.
Right.
Those are EP. But I'm excited because this is a full-length project. So it's completely 12 tracks. So it's actually a whole body of work that's more. So like I said, it's an evolution. It's Dre evolving into giving more. And that's what the contract said. I had to get 12 songs. So I gave 12 songs, 12 burners. So yeah, this project, I'm ecstatic for it,
To
man.
know that you work hard for stuff like this, and to know that where we come from, we probably wouldn't even believe we can even get close to even trying to get this close to even being at the top. is a big blessing. But to stay humble like you're doing right now, and just knowing that you know for a fact you're not bigger than nobody else. And for you to just, like, you stay in your own lane, you don't act too bougie. I know you personally, of course. And, you know, you don't act bougie, you don't act like you better than nobody else. You don't treat yourself like you're the king of everything. You know, you just be Dre, you know. And for this project to come out, and I know how ecstatic you is with it, there's no way it can go wrong. Just know that you put your all into this. You know?
Definitely. And it's involved in me co-producing the whole project. So that goes into me actually giving my fans the real Dre Fridge. There is nobody telling me, you know what I'm saying, this is Dre Fridge in the studio breaking it down, co-producing all the beats, mixing, editing, vocals, writing. So it's like I really give them me, and you know what I'm saying, it's songs for women, it's songs for the ladies, you know what I'm saying, and it's a vibe. Even guys can listen to it and ride around and chill and vibe out, you know what I mean? Because we all got feelings and emotions. You know, sometimes we be too gung-ho about being too masculine, but at the same time, it is what it is, man. If you like some music where you can vibe, you can chill, that's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, might help you get old girl you didn't want to get. You feel me? Might like, hey, come on, we can chill, listen to this. So it's like, I just give people a different, ease at mind with my music, a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So with this being said, so we can go ahead and get to the 2 spicy questions I got. It's not really spicy, but it's just a 2 little fun little questions. So with this project about the end of the month, knowing you will never know how this might turn out. It could be great and it could be bad, but at the same time, you know what you did for this album. So with that being said, would you try to like give up that strip club image to focus strictly on music? Or do you still want to be a part of that strip club?
I'ma always be. It's born in me. It's never going nowhere. That's always there.
You just trying to get to fade away though, so it could be like more like not Dre from Pleasant Palette, but Dre from, you know, music. You know,
the world outside of where we are gonna recognize me from Dre Fridge. The people back at home are gonna know me, Dre Hefner from the club. Like that's it's just what it is. So it's like, do I want to separate myself from it? In a sense I do, because I feel like there's more to offer, but at the end of the day, it's gonna happen on its own because there's millions of people who don't know me. So they're not gonna know about that. They're gonna learn about it.
Right.
But as far as like, you know, I just kind of eased off the gas a little bit with it just to get where I'm at, to clear my mind up. But it ain't going nowhere. Dre Hefner ain't going nowhere. That Jeanette Say Quad is always there. Because I'm cool with a lot of women. I'm not one of those weird guys. Like, I ain't never been too weird with women. Because I work with them. I have to hire them, deal with them and stuff.
So that's the end of the interview, man. And I appreciate you, you know, with this interview. So let's go ahead and get to this fun question shit right here, man. So, if you can, like, and it doesn't have to be a comparison, but if you can compare yourself to anybody that makes music, who can you compare yourself to? Just, it ain't about, even if it, look, that's not worried about what they have to say. If you can compare yourself a little bit to Drake, say Drake. If you compare yourself to Lil Wayne, we ain't saying that you have to be on their level. But how you do your thing.
I wouldn't even, the more I'm asked this question, the more I'm given a different direction in it. I really wouldn't even say, I couldn't even compare me. Like, I could say, like, I get Bryson Tiller a lot, but I would say The Weeknd and the Travis. But on the grand scheme of things, I would say I'm the Johnny Depp of music. Like, that's just a different, I would start going with that. I'm the Joker of music. Those emotions, those characteristics that they bring on the camera is kind of how I bring to the mic. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, of course.
I would kind of stir it in a different aspect because I'm visual. So I got to get a people something to, you feel me?
That was a good answer, honestly. And if I could compare myself to music, I would be trash. I mean, I actually made something before. And I'm not the attention type, so it's like I sung to this one person before, and the person said it was actually nice. But it's just like I've been trying to do this shit for my whole life. I'm like, fuck that.
It starts with a great engineer. A lot of artists don't understand it. It's not even really the beat maker. It's not the producer.
I feel like if I was to hear an actual beat and I have the mic, and I have the headphones in or whatever, and I can start off with my own work based off of what the music sound, it's good. I feel like I can make music off of beats only. I can't just write it then try to find a beat. I don't know how people make music. I don't know how that shit works. I just know if I probably hear
a lot of
a beat, it go off
ways.
that. But
It's a lot of ways. It's 1,000 ways. Like my music style changed so many times, but
now this is the question for back home.
yeah.
So I want you to be prepared with this question. I don't want you to look at me no different.
Yeah.
So with the Pleasure Palace, man, and I know a couple people want to hear this. It's a little spicy, but do you let the women get in between you and the work?
Heck, can't. Like I said, I come from a family of entrepreneurs, so it's like it ain't even worth it for real.
There ain't been one girl in there that you was like,
I mean, I see it, but I'm 7 years in the game.
Right.
I grew up around the entertainment business, so I was never like drooling or fantasizing. Like everybody would speculate, assume that Dre is doing this, Dre doing that. I let them think. You feel me? You feel me? It is what it is, but you know what I'm saying? Like, has man had? I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and there's been some small hiccups and stuff like that, but it's never nothing that'll kind of like.
Right, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, nah, I'm too smooth for that. Like, and plus, like these women gotta understand, like you gotta impress me. I'm not the one tricking off on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's letting you get your bag or could help you get your bag. So, you know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things, being better, I learned that early on from veteran dancers. It's just not entwined with that to where it become a problem. So. And believe it or not, I have more problems with me not giving myself to women than giving myself to women. You'll be surprised. They be like, oh, you think you too good for me? Nah, I don't want to do that with you. You cool.
Yeah, I get it.
You can't fuck up the money. Rule number 1, never mess up the bag.
I learned that when I was actually, patrolling out there, when I first met you, when I was a police officer in Brooklyn. And being a police officer, I had to understand, like, they're going to be thirsty. And they gonna come on to me. So when I first became, I had a girlfriend at the time, so I wouldn't lie on camera or nothing like that. I respect my baby mama 100%. And it was times where like, girls just throwing it, and it was so tempting. But I don't know, bro. I was in love, and I still love my baby mama, by the way. But I was in love with my baby mama so much, couldn't. But it's just like if I was single. It'd been so crazy because I would never know if I would even entertain it. If I was single, like I wouldn't know if I was to actually go for it or not. Because I'm not that easy of a guy. Because I started having to realize, like, I'm saying no, man, we had technical difficulties. But women, they was just throwing at me back when I was police. And like I said, I respected my baby mama too much, so I didn't really entertain it at all. But I was just thinking, like, damn, if I was actually single, like. I wouldn't know what I would do because it's just like you're not used to shit like that. I'm used to attention, but I'm not easy. Like I'm friendly, but I'm not easy at all. I swear I be scared to even when girls throw it at you, make me nervous.
Yeah, can't trust every cooch, can't trust their throat.
Exactly. But with that being said, man, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all enjoyed the video. My man Dre is gonna be known soon. If y'all don't know him already, you hear me? Hopefully next time in the next 2 or 3 years, he'll have his sign chain on. I got my big YouTuber style going. We ain't gonna be in an environment where we fuck around and be somewhere on a damn boat somewhere having this interview. Yeah. So with that being said, I respect you guys. All platforms, you know what I'm saying? Anything you guys gonna be in the description below, so make sure y'all show a lot of support. The only thing that we want to see is another person from 618 become big and known for music or something better than other than murder. So with that being said, I love you guys so much. We'll see y'all later. Peace.